Shamelessly Arguing with Vegans is a book I have authored, Swati Prakash, and you can receive this book free from earthhealingnetwork.com, a free gift for you and your family, and to share with the rest of the world, to spread knowledge, because knowledge is power, and this knowledge heals the planet. It heals us as human beings. It defeats the demons of negativity, violence, and evil and cruelty that is a disgusting industry called animal agriculture. Animal abuse is the right term for it. And if you're not abusive people, if you're not evil people, then it's a no-brainer that we must be vegan because the planet's future depends on it. Our children's future depends on it. So let me say that today is a good day to make a positive change, and I have a positive message from you from these beautiful oracle cards. I have them here. Let me see what message is channeled from the higher self today. As I pick up a random card, you will receive the benefits of this amazing message, splendor. Splendor. So what is splendor? See, this world, this earth can be beautiful and rich. Yes, we can defeat hunger, world poverty. We can create economic prosperity for ourselves, our children, all humans, and give the life back to these animals by making the earth lush green. Let them be in the wild, let them enjoy a lovely life. Let us enjoy a lovely life. What we give, we receive. So why give negativity? Why give them cages? Yes. Why abuse this planet, this universe? This planet is wonderful. It's beautiful. And splendor. We deserve it. Our planet deserves it. But what is it that negative people have to say against this? Isn't it a very simple concept that, we don't have to even argue or think about? We should just all be vegan by default as soon as we understand this much. Here is a message that is given by the evil beings who are trying to harm our planet, and we should debunk them. We should banish this negativity. So this is called, well, argument 112. We haven't featured this before in this media, so this argument is one that is debatable. A person says gluten problem, we have allergies, intolerances. It's difficult to be vegan plus gluten free. It's inconvenient perhaps, but it is possible. I am gluten free. I am vegan too. Gluten is a substance mainly found in wheat, some other flours such as rice, spelt. We have to be careful if we have intolerances because it produces certain effects in my esophagus, and I don't like the feel of it. It has made me quite ill last year, so I avoid it completely. I loved cookies and cakes and breads, and even as a vegan, I would just find them really yummy. But yeah, there are so many gluten-free products around if you want to avoid gluten. I eat beans and rice and lentils and so many, there are thousands of fruits, thousands of vegetables. Even if you are allergic to even some vegetables, there are so many thousands of vegetables. This really is no excuse. You could have chickpeas, you could have besan, bajra, different types of rotis that we have in India, made of maize, corn, different types of pastas are gluten-free. There is really no excuse for animal abuse and violence. To say that you're going to eat the meat of an animal, that is going to cause even more allergies and intolerances. And you're obviously lactose intolerant if you're a baby. You've been weaned when you were, growing up. And since then, you have been actually lactose intolerant. It is absolutely abnormal for us, and some kind of genetic mutation makes us abnormal people throughout the centuries. And having lactose and other enzymes found in animal products. It's really, really harmful for us physically, mentally, in every way. So the bottom line is, there are people who are vegan and gluten free, and they're happy being so. You can be too. There is not something that you can not, avoid animal products or meat or dairy. You know that there are so many options. It's not possible for me to enlist them here. You can Google up, you can research on how to be gluten free if you're vegan. All of these problems can be removed. You can be healthier. You can also heal yourself. I found that as I healed myself through my willpower, through my resolve, I was able to, free myself of my allergies and intolerances. Yes, your body does change. Mine has. And yeah, I know that we don't really need that much bread, that much grain, because we are natural frugivores. Yes, that's the reason actually why we have intolerances if we consume too much of these cakes and pasties, because our body, our intestine, our digestion system is that of coming from frugivore apes. Our DNA is meant to consume more fruits and healthy vegetables, colorful plates. That's what we should have, not just monotonous ones. We don't need animal products. The amount of animal products you need, biologically speaking, is zero, because it will harm you. There is no debating that. You are not meant to have that. It's not natural for you. So if you want to have less nuts, less gluten, less of anything else, yes, that's because you're from apes. You're meant to be frugivore, and primarily a herbivore who's frugivore. You're not a rabbit that eats only lettuce or cabbage or kale. You will eat some green leaves, yes, you will, but your primary food as a descendant of an ape is not bird food of grains and nuts. It is fruits and healthy vegetables. Yes, don't let any kind of misinformation keep you away from veganism. You are always vegan. You are a human. Therefore, you are vegan. Have healthy fruit, vegetables. Uh, you know what happens to animals in the dairy and animal product industry. They are shot to death. Yes, gunned alive. They are gas chambered. They're hung upside down and their neck is slit and the blood drained off. It's just gruesome. Their heads are chopped and they're turned into all kinds of products or served whole to you. Fish are slaughtered mercilessly, chopped and hacked or suffocated to death because they can't breathe when they're out of water. They die so slowly, sometimes hours of suffering. It is the most gruesome, most violent system in the planet. Animal farming, fishing, animal products are absolutely unnecessary. We have been weakened as a race of human beings. Our whole, our mind, our body, both have suffered because of this industry. They have you drugged. Yes, and once you get these drugs and toxins out of your system, you'll be thinking clearly. You will be happy that I told you this. You will thank me. So let us remember that these traumatic events of slaughter, animal abuse, violence, their sexual abuse to force them into pregnancy year after year to produce babies to be taken away so that you can have their milk and eggs and you can have the babies young. Yes, they are killed young. You're having children. You need to stop this. Like I said earlier, there is absolutely no excuse for animal violence and abuse, for anyone's abuse. Don't be an abuser. Thank you.